Boop. There we go. Look at that. This is the thumbnail for the Dead Space video. And it's, you know, this first part. So for those that kind of watch that first VOD, there's really like two different feelings of that video. One of them is just, you know, me talking with friends and having a good time going through it. And then the second part was where table comes into effect. So my original plan was I was only going to just do the one video for the one video, but I realized that it's such different vibes that this thumbnail really doesn't, with how important table was is like how prevalent that was in that video, like, and then having it not in here is just a travesty. So you have my four friends, you have Melon, you have Beck, you have Leah, and you have Bud. Even though Bud, I have him sleeping. I was kind of going back and forth because Bud was there, but Bud didn't say anything the whole time. So I didn't know how to go about a way where it's like, he's not going to be in any of the edits, but his icon's going to be there. So it would be rude not to introduce him, but then he doesn't have, like, I just didn't know how to go about it. So I'm saying he's asleep. So I'm going to move you again. Let's go ahead. Hey, bud, how you doing? Did I summon you? Honestly, I don't remember if you were asleep or not. But I do know that yeah, it was just one of those things where I just didn't, that was my solution to it. Because I wanted to include you, but I also didn't want it to be like, yeah, you get it. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and open up. No, it wouldn't be here, would it? Hold on. I'm going to show you. Just that random. I'm opened up the wrong program. We want Resprite. I thought it was A Sprite for whatever reason. Oh, this one might work. No. There was no, from what there was no audio from you, I don't think at all. But I got your icon. And is the bunny ears okay for you, bud? I forgot to ask you. I didn't know if you had a preference to be represented in a different way. If it is, I haven't even posted it yet, so we're still in the editing phase. So I can change, if so desired. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select this whole deal. We're gonna copy. Is this copy? Yeah. Paste, and then no. What does the rest of these mean? No. There we go. I still have bunny so it fits. Okay. Excellent. I was going off of the Discord icon more than anything else. And I was like, I'm sure that will be fine. But I've asked other people, I just forgot to ask you, so I apologize for that. because Duncan will also be kind of have like a brief moment, because that was the stream where I don't know if you remember or not. That was one where it was talking about Discord mod. So Duncan was like talking in the chat. All right. Now that we've copied it, what we're going to do is we are going to fully asleep. Okay, then yeah, you were definitely asleep. We are gonna and then we're gonna separate it out that way. So now here comes the question. We have bones that are kind of floating around in some, you can call it aura, you can call it like goop, you can call it what do they call it, the evil aura that necromancers give off. Anyway, so bones floating around in energy, right? So I kinda want to say like the bone should each of the bones should have its own kind of like animation to them. Miasma, thank you. So like each one having its own little kind of like animation and fluidity to it. Get an inhaler. So I kind of want to say like we have the sections where it's like head, neck, arm, body, leg, tail, whatever, right? And we'll probably separate the tail out into a tip and a tail. And I'm really thinking that making all the bones would be interesting. Because also, if you separate them out via bones, that means it's considered a different layer, right? Which then, because I do want to give customization options. So what if we gave the options that not all bones have the same color? You can go like a dark red, or a pale blue, or, you know? I think that would be kind of interesting. Also, I think that the arm one was cut off a little too soon. I think there we go. Oh my god, I got my tibia bleached. Listen, if you got a hot date, you gotta get your bones bleached. Am I right? Am I right? Then we'll do the head. We got head. We got arms. I feel like the neck should be two parts, right? So I'm kind of feeling like this is its own part. No. Maybe like this. It's its own part. And then like this is the other part. Because I feel like the middle part is gonna move differently than when it's like linked to the base. Because this part that's selected right now is more of like the chest area than it is the neck area. And then we have the actual abdomen. Then we got leg, but we want to split this leg up. We have thigh, mid, foot, and then we have tail, and then tip. Right, we have our segments. We have head, neck, chest, arm, hand, abdomen, chest, kinda. Yeah, that's better. We'll also just throw this in here. There we go. We'll do that. Yeah. And then now we're gonna make one last one, but this time we're separating all the bones, which is not something. Why am I like this? Why am I just like, hey, this process you made a lot easier? And I'm like, yeah, but what if we like made it not easier? Oh, well. Can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop, I guess. There we go. This is gonna be so tedious. But I think, I don't know, I'm a firm believer in the harder you work into it, like, the more that it's going to pay out in the end. But I'm also about efficiency, and I'm lazy. So I'm like, at the same time, though. Oh, should we? Yeah, we should. We're gonna... do we want the teeth on the top or the bottom? I want to say kind of both. Do we want to overlap it maybe? You know what I mean? So what if we... did that? But what we would do is take this, copy, paste, like that. So now they have teeth on the top and bottom that when it closes will look like it's just one of the same. But when it's open, it won't look like you have a toothless bottom jaw or a toothless top jaw. At least I don't think. Hold on, wait a second. Let's see. Let me see something. Compo sag. Compy. Compsognathus skull. Let's look at the skull. Yeah, it has teeth on the top and bottom. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure, just in case. All right. And this time we're just picking out the bones. We are. What is that? What is that game called? Heart surgery. We're playing heart surgery. I play heart surgery, but chat has control of shocking me. I think I saw like a video about that recently. It was less than wholesome. Not that that matters really. Operation. Yeah, that definitely is it. Yeah, definitely that. Let's go ahead and boop, boop, boop. Or one of those games where you go like to the museum or something and they have like a sand pit or clay and you try to dig out your own fossils. Do I want to separate that out as well? I don't know. And then we go boop and boop. And before you ask, yes, this is one. Let's see here. We'll delete the purple stuff after. We should be grouping our process. Is there a thing that allows us to... I guess we could just do this. Boop! So we got... The way I'm thinking about it is like skull from right to left. We have skull and then vertebrae 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then like collarbone, etc. Is there layers? There is on the bottom. Let's Where do I add a layer? Excuse me, sir. I'd like to add a layer, pretty please. Is it you? No. Is it you? Nope. It's not you. You're the grid. No. Is it... Oh, that's kind of cool. Is it... It's been a little while. I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, I don't know how I did it before, but I was thinking that we could put a little back layer of black, because it's a little hard to see it with all the shading and everything, but that's fine. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it in there, we're gonna put you here. Essentially just the, like, I don't even know what the name of that bone is, but it's kind of like the clavicle, or like the bird version. There's like a bone that like connects the arm to the body, but it's not like a socket. It's weird. It looks like a really long collarbone. This is gonna be really amusing putting together again. Like in the app, I'm gonna be like, where does this fit? It's gonna feel like a puzzle. It looks like it's gonna feel like a puzzle that I took apart that then put back together. The ribs in particular are the ones that I really wanted to kind of separate a bit, because I feel like they're the ones that would like float the most. Let's make this next one the tail. I'm not too worried about this, the different highlights, because we're going to be able to change those like during frames of animation and stuff like that. Cuddles, huh? Let's go ahead and get rid of all these. Boop. One of these days I'll make a Mama Dodo plushie. I have thought about merch. There's some ideas for the design for like hoodies and shirts and stuff that I kind of really want to make, because I think it's cool. I like the idea of like having one side of the merch be like very cute and cuddly and in you know, comfy. And then the other is more like gothic skeleton, raw skeleton kind of feel to it. Something that you would find at a Hot Topic, you know what I mean? Will I have made it if I can sell my merch at a Hot Topic? Honestly, that's bragging material. I think that's a life achievement. Okay. Boop. Okay, that actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. I thought that we had more bones. Straight up. So, what we have is... I mean, we should probably also split this up, right? And then we're gonna copy, paste. So we have the skull, we have the jaw, we have vertebrae 1 blank, we have the like chest, like chest and arms, then we have the ribs and pelvis, the tail, and then the leg bones. Let's go ahead and get rid of any miasma. Can always depend on Bud for the right word for things. It's one of your superpowers I wish I had. Instead, I got this funky brain that decides to be like, hey, have you thought about a word that is like close enough that people can kind of understand what you're talking about, but mostly are just confused? For this last one, is that bone? We're gonna say that's bone. It seems a little too purple for bone. Do we want to make a bone? That's a question as well. Honestly, not really. Let's knock it out. Boop. Alright. We're going to... What is this saved as? Untitled? Okay. Yeah, let's change that, shall we? Rename. We're gonna do... Show keyboard. And we're gonna do... What is this? What is wrong with my brain today? I'm like, what is this? Smash Mouth? No, it's Smack Studio. That was a dumb one. Smack Studio. We'll do Smack... Yeah, Snack. That's what I said. Smack... Yeah, Sack. Bro, that's autofill. You got Studio. Smack Studio, Compy, breakdown. Okay. Excellent. I kind of had a thought of like, did we want one where it's just the aura? Do we want one where it's just the aura? Maybe. Oh, right. We also wanted... We also want rotations, don't we? For the 3D, for the 2.5D 3D stuff. And it was like we wanted like facing the person, and then because this is just the 90 degrees facing like to the right, and then we can just flip it to the left. Well, Can we canvas window? I was gonna say, can we make this bigger? Doesn't look like it. I guess it wouldn't be problematic if we just made a new file, copy what we have right there, and then that new file being the direction. From what I could tell, it looked like that we could select a different file at that point. So let us copy new. So this was 320 by 320, 320 by 180. So we can do something similar. We could do 256 by 256. We can try 256 by 256 because I believe we can just copy paste it into like the new one. We could do 512 512. Let's do that. That's a lot. I changed my mind. $256, $256. Paste. Okay. That's our reference. And then we're gonna split this up, right? So are we gonna turn this thing around like a rotisserie chicken? How do we want this? The more we give it, the better. Because we need to give it the right angles. We need an in-between angle in the back and the front. So we're gonna spin this thing. Well, how are we gonna do it? Because there's a difference between it looking behind and it facing a different direction, right? Because if we look, right, right now it's like facing this way, right? But it will, the neck will kind of be like this. It'll turn around and do like that. When it's looking behind itself is different from looking with its head turning around, right? I'm explaining it poorly, but basically it's the difference between you looking behind you and then you just turning your whole body around and then facing the other direction. You look different. Your head is different. Your neck and body are different. So, in the example that they showed, it just showed like just the angle of it. And I think it might do all that work for us. I think it's just, we need to show the neck, what the neck looks like, and the head looks like a diagonal, etc. As long as we show where everything is, I think we're okay. Let's see. I'm opening it up now. And then we're gonna do Smack Studio. There you are. And then we'll also do game audio. Where are you? Smack Studio. Let's go ahead and stop chill vibes. Oh boy. Not very chill. Oh, we had that turned down. Good. It's not turned down for me. Tell you that much. On character editor, and I think it was like tutorial series. Here we go. Creating a rig from scratch, animation views, frame by frame animation. Sound effects, grabs, ledges, finalizing your character, projectiles, blah, 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 blah. But we don't need to know any of that. Animation rig views, I think might be it. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Now there y'all are.
Let's take a look at creating multiple.
So it looks like they just did. They just did the head move, like going all the way around. Well, we definitely want the head looking around. But that's also a thing, right? Where it's like, what kind of animations do we want to have? So that's why I added a different thing for the jaw, right? And so like it could yawn. I was thinking like maybe it could yawn because that would be really cute. I think it would also be, well, what I would really want is to be able to make like a like summon animation where when you start, when you first come into the stream avatars, it would like look like it's building itself up until it finally makes the final form. But as far as I could tell, there is no summoning, like, beginning. They just fall from the sky fully formed, right? I'm trying to think as far as, do I want to add... Oh, excuse me. Do I want to add one where it's, like, looking up? And I don't know. I kind of do. where it's like looking up. But could I just also like manually adjust it so it's looking up? You know what I mean? The different sides of it is just telling the actual program like, hey, this is you're essentially building a 3D model out of 2D, which is kind of how 3D models happen. It's just 2D on that's kind of overlapping each other, and that's exactly what we need to do. So we'll need to, guess, start rotating it. So let us start doing that. Honestly, the music here is very vibe, so I'm just gonna leave the music from the Smack Studio going. Wow, good job. Good first stroke there, Idealist. Okay. We need to make sure that they're on the same starting point. Actually, let me see something. Because I'm thinking, maybe I'm overthinking this, right? Maybe I just need to do the head, not the whole body. Because all of these guys need to be facing the right, which is great, because that's exactly what we've done. Maybe we should just do the head and see what happens. I guess there's not necessarily any particular reason why we wouldn't be able... Like, if we need to do the rest of the body, we can. Because as I'm kind of looking at it... It doesn't look like it's problematic at all. Maybe even manage to get it to wave. That could be pretty cute. Okay. We'll just do the head and the neck. So essentially everything from this point down is a non-factor. Could this been in the other one? Maybe. But we also put all that other ones in here because this is a bigger file. Okay, so we now want, kind of looking at the reference sheet that they had in the video. So we want a facing right, then we want a 45-degree angle all the way around. So we want it facing the person, facing a little bit to the right, to the left, to the full left, and then the back left behind the head and back right. So in totality, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe 7 Not including what we originally have. Technically, it's not, or it's 8. Technically, it's 8 total, but we've already made one, which is what we're looking at. Okay. This is also a practice in rotating things three-dimensionally in your brain. You know what? I'm using this as a reference point. So what we would want is kind of like this gets moved over to the right a little bit. Because when I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, so it's shifting its head to the right. So because its head is long, the farther back from the person goes to the right, and then the front end would go to the left. So I'm thinking kind of like that. And then oh boy, how big is this? No, Dan, we're going to 1. And then kind of like that. Maybe a little bit and then these would actually kind of like shift to the left a little bit. Maybe only 1. No. Nope. Like that. And then like that. When is the Luxosaurus? Luxosaurus? From Power World? Oh, you, the Luxosaurus. The big, the. Well, first I gotta get the regular Compys out before I start making special ones. Let's do kind of like that. Let's do. No, that's too much. Then we'll. I think this would go more like this. And then these. Kind of like that. I don't know. I feel like this should get smaller. But at the same time... Oh, it's a bucket fill. Why are you bucket filling? It doesn't look right. Kind of want to have these guys be shifting. These two would definitely shift. Kind of go like that. And then this would be a little less pointy because it's now pointing closer to the direction of the camera. These would also kind of like shift to the right. Same deal here. The ones on the bottom would pretty much stay the same. I think there'd be some Kind of like that. A little too much, but oh. Honestly, that actually does help a lot. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. That's better. Because it would seem shorter, right? It wouldn't be as long. And then... like that's shifted. All these have shifted. Except for the bottom. I think that might be good. What we could do is, you know, try it out. We can just do our best here, and then whatever we're able to get through, we're able to get through, you know? Let me see something, though. Skull. I just want to see if... would you be able to see the eyes? I could buy a Compy skull. That's pretty cool. Welcome back. How was your dinner? Macaroni and cheese? Awesome. A dinner of champions. Currently we're working on some Compys for y'all. Specifically the streamer avatars. I am utilizing a animation program that's actually supposed to be a game, but it has a very good animation program, pixel animation program in it called Smack Studio. And I am currently doing my utmost best of rotating a 3D model of a skull in my brain so I can have the Compys be able to turn around backwards and then use that as an animation. Thank you. I'm actually pretty happy how it turned out. As far as the full one, this is how it looks like full one. I'll check it out. This is the full view of it, and then I'm gonna try to see if I need to get it so it's every 45-degree angle, kind of turning around, and then put it into the program and see how it looks. Let's see. So now that we have that, I believe it's good. Looks like Compy skulls are very triangular. I believe they're very sharp. So we want comp Sagnifus. Oh, here we go. This is not a bad picture at all. So it looks like the eyes would be able to be viewed from the front, if not barely. I will say the 45-degree angle does make it look like it's thicker than it normally is, but I mean, we're talking pixels here. What's going to be too much or too little is going to be so very, very different. We'll rock it. We'll change it if we need to. Now why am I gonna copy it again? Use it. Oh, no, I do want to copy it. We're not starting from fresh. Are we crazy? There we go. Actually, now that I think about it, both of you need to go up one. There we go. Because if I make them 1 pixel down, that means it's going to shift. During early April this year, me and my class went to Spain, where we went to meet our exchange students that came here before. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. How do you like Spain? I'm gonna have all this shift. Not only that, but the craziest thing happened when I was there. Okay, go for it. What happened? The anticipation is killing me. The father of my exchange student. The father of my exchange student, Oliver, is friends with the voice actor of Zorro from One Piece, Spanish dub. That's awesome. Small world. That's great. Let's have this move. Oh. What did I do there? No, we want you, and then we want to do that. Oop. Nope. Yes. Yes, yes. And then, because we're seeing it from the other ones from that angle, it's almost like it's kind of coming out from an angle. Not just that, but Oliver asked one of that man's friends, specifically the one who plays Frankie in the Spanish dub, to take a scene from the show and dub it as if it was a welcome for me when I came to Spain. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you save that recording. That's amazing. Should we? Honestly, that would have been a huge moment for me as well. You have it in your camera roll? Yeah. That Oh, it's your favorite. That's even better. I just assumed you were a fan, but that's, if it's your favorite, that's even more amazing. That's awesome. I'm really happy that they were able to do something that cool for you. And then we'll have this be there. Have this be like that. Same deal. We're gonna put you here. Then, oh, I don't like how it's a straight line all the way down, so we're definitely gonna mess with that a bit. Honestly, this one would go here. Because the bottom, as you turn right, the kind of left side would kind of move closer to the point of view. And then we'll kind of move the neck around so that the bones aren't all lined up like that. Because remember, this is just floating in miasma. That's not held together with connective tissue and muscle, so it's not like in a row. So it's going to be slightly off, if not, you know, a few pixels here and there. So how are we gonna do this? I almost want to split it up. So it's kind of like that. And then you would have like this that goes down. And then this goes like here. I'm thinking okay, no, not all those, but definitely that one. And then you would have something like this to kind of like or some like I even bought some souvenir. Oh, yeah, happy Pride Month, by the way. Even bought some souvenirs while I was there, like a figure of Anti-Venom from Marvel Comics. It looks kind of like a humanoid dino hybrid kaiju. Hold up, that sounds awesome as hell. Let me Google that shit. Anti-Venom Marvel. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm getting more cryptid energy. Yeah, I see it. I see it with the like the dragon. It's a dinosaur head, but it looks kind of like a dragon head. It's cool. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's cool as hell. Oh, what am I doing? Now we want you. It's almost like we want... And then we want... Nope. Yep. Because it's very triangle. It's very, very... Well, we're not looking at it from above. That's what I need to remember. It's very narrow, but... All these photos are from above. I want a front one. Yeah, specifying front didn't help much. I mean, the what I could do is just buy a Compy skull. That'd be pretty badass, not gonna lie. It feels really nice to have someone talk to who is also a dinosaur fan. It especially feels nice because I'm usually very introverted. You know what? I completely understand. It's kind of one of those things where, especially when you grow older, it's kind of, I wouldn't even say it's looked down upon, but it's just not something that you can kind of like bring up casually unless it's a super not famous, but like it's picked up by the news. So I am always open to talk about dinosaur stuff, or I know there was actually it was I didn't like the Jurassic Park movies when I was super young because they were too real for me and they gave me like really bad nightmares. I want to say I was being hunted by raptors for like a good like 3 years after that movie. But actually, now that I think about it, I never read the books, and I heard the books were really good. Yeah. Now, if you like dinosaurs, you're gonna like the kind of stuff that I'm gonna be making here, because they're very much gonna be dinosaur themed. Well, not necessarily dinosaur, but you know, Paleolithic. It's gonna be things that have that you'll be digging up fossils for, not necessarily strictly like or avian dinosaurs or things like that. So there's gonna be pterosaurs, there's dodos, obviously. But that doesn't also like close off a lot of options as far as like, I think it would be really cool to see how I can do with like Gigantopithecus or something like that, which is the like really big ape ancestor that was, I think, orangutan, I want to say. Okay, go for it. By all means. How am I gonna get this? What's your secret? Hold on. Do do do. Oh. That, honestly, as far as secrets go, it's not terrible. I think a lot of people have a very similar kind of thing. See, I personally don't fall under that, but I mean, all the power to you. No judgment here, my guy. But I could see that being, I wouldn't say related, but I could definitely see that, like, there's some crossover. There's a little bit of a Venn diagram, you know what I mean? So, no, yeah. Especially when it comes to, like, sharing something about yourself. It's important to feel heard. Let's see. Should this be one more down, maybe? That's not terrible, actually. Kind of like where my head's at there. What? Why did you switch? No, that's not quite right. What if we did... But it's like that. We want to raise this, or at the very least we want to raise the nose. Should be back up here. I don't know why I raised it down. Well, I mean, it would be down. I mean, yeah, whatever floats your boat, my guy. Whatever floats your boat. No judgment from me. And then, what if we... did something like that? Nope, nope, not quite. Let's see. Why does it look deer-like? Maybe we should do it one more out. Yeah, go ahead. Give me the plot. I want to hear it. It'd be good to have that on here. Maybe I should draw where it's like just angular for now. Or something like that, maybe? Thinking maybe just a little too wide. Earth after the apocalypse struck, it changed the world, making it a monster and superpowered filled world. Kind of action adventure, post-apocalyptic, and Shonen Mangala one. Sounds pretty cool to me. What kind of monsters we talking about? Are we talking like traditional kind of fantasy action kind of deal, or are we talking something specific? What kind of theme are you going for? Or what? Come on. Oh, what am I? There we go. Maybe shift this one to the one to the left, maybe? Kaiju, giant elemental beasts, dinosaurs, mutants. Hell yeah. Main heroes try to find a way to bring back the Earth to how it once was. Throughout the seasons, the lore deepens as they meet more teammates and fight more enemies. Cool. Seems pretty awesome, my guy. Maybe something like this. The main heroes are named after me and my cousin Eden. They're also this mysterious and super powerful guy which controls water and fire. Name is Placeholder. Lava Shark. Nice. That's awesome, man. I like the head shape. Does it need to be a little bigger though? No, it gets small when you have a narrow head. It gets smaller when it looks at you. During the final seasons, all the heroes face chaos and the Overlord. They're the ones who cause the apocalypse. Their power is around multi-universal level. Ah, so we're going full power creep, eh? Now, how do they fight a multi-universal threat? Let's see. Maybe. Main characters unlock new abilities throughout the show, such as elemental mastery and transportation into the Oni God. My God. The one and only. Sounds pretty cool, dude. Are you still figuring things out? Or is there a particular reason you haven't, like, jumped on it yet? Maybe? Nope. Come on. There you go. The eyes look better, but the head doesn't. Maybe I should shift it down. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like with this. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. It actually might be on something. Actually, that doesn't look bad. That actually doesn't look that bad at all. I have most of it planned out. I often draw sketches for the final project after I pass high school. There's this place I want to go called the Human Academy, where the students discover how to make mangas. Awesome. The Human Academy. I've never heard of that before. Let me Google it. I see a couple of human academies like in Japan. Is that maybe what you're thinking of? Or what you're talking about? Oh. It's a place in a city called... here in France? Let's see, France. Oh. I'm looking at it now. Or at least it's loading. I mean, I can't read it because I don't read French, unfortunately, but it looks good. It looks cool. That's awesome, dude. Well. So are you planning to go right into making comics as far as your way of like making a living, or is there something else that you want to do in the meantime? Because it is often said that it's hard to do both. The thing that gives you purpose and the thing that gives you a way to live. Actually, I'm kind of really digging the way the head looks now. That's perfect. Look at that. Look at that head. Oh. Sorry, I'm digging it. I have a very love-hate relationship when it comes to my art. You will find I tend to be very harsh, and it's only been relatively recently that I've been able to like power through it and be able to practice and get better without like just demotivating myself just from like seeing the results, and I'm just like, ugh, I hate this, or oh, it's horrible. But you know, so I have moments where I'm like, I actually like this. It's refreshing, you know. These days I also learn Japanese classes since the OG language of the most mangas are in Japanese. True. It'll be a great help for my goal of becoming a worldwide known mangaka. I only want the fame to make people smile while reading my manga. Or manga. That's awesome. I always love hearing people's, you know, journeys. What drives them to move forward, what drives them to kind of decide what part of life that makes them keep going, you know? I see what I'm doing with it, but honestly, it's kind of a creepy smile. I learned simple sentences such as, I'm not even going to attempt to read that, which means good morning. Well, good morning to you too. Well, evening, I suppose. for you. Now what we could do is shift it down a little. Let its teeth come through. You can see how that is. Oop. Not that much. Why is it? Oh, it's lasso. Gotcha. Well, Anyways, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. Alright. Well, have a good rest, and thank you for joining us. I look forward to see the progress on your journey here. And best of luck to you, truly. And then we're gonna take you, and then we're gonna how can we do this? Maybe something like this. Then it's not nearly as narrow as it needs to be. So we want to get narrow. Maybe if we go like that? No. I do like that. Honestly, becomes unnerving a bit. Just... I don't know why that sounded like a Minecraft zombie, but it did. Let's see. Because a part of me is like boom, boom, boom. That makes sense. And then it's just like not quite. Maybe like this? Why does he kind of look like a bear? He kind of looks like a bear now. He's just like, eee. And then what if we do like that? Nah. Can we go all the way back to where we were before? I just don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough room to make the teeth. I am liking the raised head. Let's go ahead and kind of fix up the neck, shall we? And then now what we're going to want, let's go ahead and just bring that back up. I don't know why this top one kind of disappeared. So I'm thinking this top one. That one being more middle makes a lot of sense. I think this left one, I could see it being more to the left. Why did I think? Yeah, that top one would be there. We're gonna have actually this one be poking out right here. Yeah. We're gonna actually have this one. And then I always do that. And then we're gonna have you go there. And then you go there. I don't think the bottoms are the bottom ones aren't gonna matter all that much more. I'm actually pretty okay with that. Let's do some more of the highlights near kind of the edges a bit. So we're gonna the dark spots are definitely gonna be more centered around the back mass a bit. Oh right, we might be able to squeeze this in. Let's see. I mean, the hole is really, really big. But it's just, there's not a good way to... Right, it just doesn't look good. Because if you also did it this way, it also looks weird. Yeah? That just... You don't know what you're even looking at anymore. That thing has been mauled. We could do like... Do like that. No, as soon as you connect it, the brain doesn't... That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. I think we need to add up one more. I don't know. That gives it a square feel. What happens if we do this? It kind of looks like it's smiling, like its eyes are closed, which is kind of cute. It's so happy to see you. It's so happy to see you. No, maybe we do need to go down one more. Wait, what? Why'd I go all the way up there? Then we just gonna go. And then we can do... Is that an uwu? Oh man, really? I mean, it's kind of cute. Like, no. That's kind of cool though. Like you can tell that the jaw isn't connected. So what if we did... I did the same thing twice. I just like the head shape more. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Especially with such a small... Like, I guess I really do like the restricted avenues when it comes to artistic creation, where it's like you need to do a lot with a little. Oh, hold on. Okay. So I looked for like Compsognathus skull from the front. Now you see why I call them Compys, because I can't say the actual full name. But this is a 3D rendering. Well, it kind of looks like they have freaking glasses on. And the cool thing about this is that at least for with these three, we can use this one for the left side because we'll just flip it. We can put this one for the one facing you for the left side because we could just flip it. And it might work pretty well. And then, so we have this. I kind of like how they're not necessarily even. We need to change this part here. Right? We also need to add some shading. Right? What if we did this? Or what if we did... no. That's fine enough. Should there be a line between them? Yeah. But maybe the line is so thin that it just doesn't quote unquote render accordingly. Let's kind of add some more on the sides there. A little bit on the front there. Then we got a boop boop. All right. We do need to make sure that this is that all the way down. Get some darker hues up in here. We do need a couple of darker hues back in here though too. Should we do something like this? Should we flip it? That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. Let me do just a little bit. That's not bad. Just a little bit of blush. Okay. Let's make this one these. Okay. We moved the shadow on the skull in the middle. Let's mess with it just a little more. So the point of this one, I would say, is more like that. And then kind of like that. I would also say we're kind of like showing that it's more narrow. No. I'll need to go ahead and delete. I almost want to say it's kind of like, oh, whoops, come on, come on, there we go. And then, where does it always go to the... That's a little better. To me, that's a little better. Stop switching to the erase tool. We're gonna want some more darks underneath here. We got some rain. We do have a skylight above me, so I apologize if that kind of comes in through the audio. It shouldn't, but if you're wondering, like, why do I hear rumbling? It might be the rain. Personally, I love the rain. I love the sound, I love the smell, the feel of it. I'm definitely one of those people that I can walk out and while it's raining and just, I don't mind getting wet from it. It's just so nice. Okay, so overall, I think we did pretty damn good job, considering I had like no reference. Like I see some skulls, but they're not very directional. I wonder if we need to make the second leg. Because as of right now, we only have one leg showing. And in the example they used where it's like, oh, it's just a second leg, but I can't help but wonder if we should just have a second leg going. Because then what we could do, bear with me here. Then what we could do is we can have, instead of it's just like standing like this, so this could be standing, this could just be idle standing pose, right? But when it comes to walking, we can have this leg go back and then a second leg be right here moving forward and it's ready to go. Right? So almost like make a second one of these, except we just move the leg back just a little bit and a foot forward. And I think, if memory serves, didn't I already start working on that? Yeah. As you can kind of see, I already started kind of making it, though. If you're wondering why there's an overlay, it's because that's how I determine, like, if I've gone far enough, if I've gone too far, and then I just compare one to the other. Where is it? I could have sworn there was one of them. But as you can kind of see how there's some slight variation there. I obviously didn't get that far in it. Because, well, I got bored. But this, turning it a 2D sprite into, and then trying to, in a 3D manner, very, very good exercise, mentally speaking. Today's all about exercise, I guess. Legs and core and brain. So now what we're doing is we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to have it turn left in a 3-dimensional space, right? So right now we had it turn right, so it's facing the perspective, and then we are going to have it face left, so it's facing away from the perspective. What does the back of the skull look, right? So the question is, do we want it straight up? Or do we want it just a little curved? Like, what if we... Let's see something. Oop. I thought it was the square tool. Right? It's a little thinner. So what if we give it just a little bit of love? Like that. It looks bad. It looks bad, but I don't like... I mean, the phrase is, I don't like how straight it is. But I feel like they could be taken out of context. Especially at this month of all months, a Gay Pride Month. I don't think I could draw this neck this straight. Oh, that's a stupid joke. I'm gonna grab a refill of my water. This is your reminder to stay hydrated. And I'm back. Making sure everything's still good. Excellent. I am, because when I think about the reason I'm so against the whole like super straight neck here is the fact that when I think about it kind of looking the other way, I don't see it being straight. Like there's still some curve to it. It's too uniform. You know what I mean? To the point where I want to just go like, take you, and then do just like a little bit of oomph over here, then a little oomph over here. But man, does that look just bad. It just looks bad. Straight looks weird, but everything else looks weirder. So we'll leave it for now. We'll kind of see where it goes. Yeah. Okay. Trying to see if I can line this up well enough. I mean, does it really matter? I suppose not. It matters as far as the top, though, as far as I'm concerned. But the actual, like, sides... Obviously, the sides would change. Would it be better to copy the top one? Or like the one above it for the 45-degree angle, and then just... It might be better to just do that. Now we move you down. Because the angle... Now we just, instead of shifting things to the left, we shift it to the right. Because as it's turning left, things shift right. If that made any sense whatsoever to anyone watching. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna need to have you not move once, but twice. And then nope. We're gonna have this filled back so we see like a lot more. Maybe I am gonna look this a little differently. And then we'll have you. But this time we will have you kind of not quite. Kind of like that, maybe. And then we'll have we don't want it really connecting in the back, no? So let's just do that. We're gonna have this copied and pasted. I think this would still be like this, to be quite honest. Unfortunately, there's no way to like outline it saying like, hey. I think the only thing I could potentially do is this would definitely be like that. Like that, and then like that. A little too much shadow, I think. Maybe something like that. We're already shifting the neck in the direction we want to. I guess there's really no way of being like, this is the back of the spine, this is the front of the spine, like the chest area, because it's all goop. It's all miasma. So, might as well, no? Honestly, I think the vertebra would turn regardless. It's gonna be the back is gonna be interesting. That's for sure. I'm turning my head in real life and being like, okay, so what part goes where? What part goes where? Maybe in order for me to draw the dino, I need to get the real life like 3D model that I could just turn. Now, if I had a 3D printer, that's a pretty smart idea. That'd be kind of fun. I don't think... I really don't think the vertebrae would move any differently. Not in any kind of real way. So like the back vertebra in the back of the head, or like the first one, the first vertebra in the back of the head rather, that would definitely be like, I wouldn't say overlaid, but there. It's gonna be interesting to try to do it from the back now. Don't take that out of context. Yeah. I don't know, it looks a little odd, but I don't know how to make it not odd. Alright. Copy, paste. Alright. So basically, the way that I see it is that none of this stuff is... Wow, okay, good job. Good job, idealist. None of that stuff. Like, none of that stuff would be there. This, for the most part, this would be definitely that. You would have these that are kind of like there. It would be, let's see here. We would need some kind of variation, right? In order to determine, like, hey, this is not the normal. This... So it would definitely be boom, boom. And then this one would be here. Because I believe This is just the back of the skull. Thus the shade. And then this would be here, because this would be the bottom of the jaw from the top. We're gonna highlight this top end here. We'll also highlight that one as well. Kind of showing that, like, this is coming from the back. Speaking of which, we're gonna... This one has a lot brighter back instead of darker, right? Not really. Yeah, this other one would be normal. I would also say that I want to say, like, kind of like that. It feels not... It doesn't feel like it's disconnected. I think... that might be good enough. Should we give it a shot, is the question. Because we have the front facing, we have the 40, we have all, at least all the ones in that direction. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take this whole thing. We're going to, we're going to copy, we are going to paste. And then we are going to skew it. Sorry. We are going to flip it, which I believe, I thought I saw the ability to flip. Flip horizontal. There you go. Man, that looks a little weird. But let's see how it looks in the thing, now shall we? So, let's go ahead and turn this on. There we go. And I'm going to do the process of sending this to myself. We'll send both. We'll send the perspectives as well as the pieces, and we'll see if we can figure that out. Let's see. Let's see. Let us do this. Pop. Let's see. Insert photo. All photos. Let's do insert file, yeah. Hopefully y'all are having a pretty good day so far. Attach. We want resprite. And then we want, technically it's untitled. I don't know why I did that, but here we are. Compy sprites. Okay, now we gotta wait. Now we got to wait for the two files to arrive. There we go. And then, oop, me smacking my water bottle. We'll name this one Compy Perspective. Pictures. Pictures. Now that I got it in my pictures, now we're going to see how we're going to go about them. Maybe let's extract all. I don't know why it did it as a zip file, but it did. Let's see. I'm not seeing. There is Compy's perspective. There we go. There we go. So we go to our actual game. We'll go to our Compy. Look at our Compy. There he is. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Then we go to, I believe, animation rig. New sprite sheet. Good. Documents. Pictures. Compy perspective. And then breakdown. Okay. So the way I believe the sprite is let's go to we want head. Oh, I'm dumb. What did I do here? No. Back. Undo. We want... We go to this. Singly drag to select. We want... I guess leaving 1 pixel out is not going to be a problem. Import. And then we're going to call this one head. And we're going to call this one jaw. Okay. Then we're gonna, so we have the head. Why is the, you know what? Let's do this one body. And then we'll have the body, this one, of you. Import. There we go. Can see how it like highlights the whole body versus not. So I don't know what was going on with that other one. Then we can do the head. Because go jaw then head, but that's whatever. Then we're gonna do you. No. A little more. Little more. Idealist. There we go. Import. There we go. See, and now we can see all the different parts. And now we do this for every single like little segment here. I really need to maybe we should re-import and move those so they're not in the square. So I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because I have a feeling that I'm just gonna, things are gonna get messy. Like I did it so well up here. I did it so, it's not even going over to the very end. Okay, let's I'm gonna import a new sheet for no particular reason. Reason being, it irritates me. Let's see. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's not fine. My dumb brain is just like, oh, I'm sure it'll be good. Doesn't matter if I used a unorthodox tool. I'm sure it'll be fine. I can't grab it with a square in the thing. What makes me think I could grab it in the square, not in the thing? I swear. I believe this one's good to go though. I know some of you are just like, we can't see. And it's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. We're gonna send on this way again. Bro, I want you to thank you. Compy Sprite. Okay. What I think I might do. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do not know. Copy Sprite. Fine, I'll name it with a 2 in front. Computer, giving me sass. How dare. How dare. Extract all. Now we do a new. Can I remove that? Nope. Can't remove it. Clear existing? No. Anyway. So let's... So we have the default views. Interesting. Yeah, the views we can change into like the front back where it's like diagonal looking, etc. So we're gonna go ahead and redo these. Import. Okay. Then for the jaw. Import. Okay. Then for the head. Now we get that floating pixel. Yay. There we go. Then we're going to do neck. Get that in there. Get that lined up. Chests. Yeah. I was just kind of translating it in my brain like, wait a minute. There we go. Just making sure. Yep, lined up perfectly. Then arm. should be here. Yep. And then hand. Crap. We have a floating pixel. I have a feeling that was part of the hand. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. We have a floating pixel. Can I, like, brush? Let's pick you. And then draw you. Can I just do that? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Love it. So then we have body. Import. Looks like we're right here. Interesting. No? That's it. Oh, crap. Midsection? I guess. Let's do full body. Wait, what? Full body. And then this one we'll do body. Body. Alright. Then we're gonna do, gotta do the hips. Boop. Hips. Then let's do the leg, or not the leg. Let's do the tail. Tail. And then the tip of the tail. Don't get any ideas. And then we'll do leg. Oh, nope. And it's this guy. Hopefully I won't take in any of the white stuff. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're good. And then last but certainly not least, foot. And we're probably gonna have to go back on this and make like foot, you know? Not foot, like multiple legs is what I meant. So we got all the different segments, but now that the head is here, we don't have a, let's see, full body, copy image to back, right? Could I just do like this? Oh, okay. So here is the problem then. So because I've split the head into a jaw and a head, I feel like for this, I needed to have also split the head between a jaw and the head. I mean, what we could do is just do the selection tool, right? That's what I'm thinking. But we did it. We have applied all these things. We hit accept. We hit save. Compy. And we are well on our way of getting this going. I'm really excited to kind of mess with the animations of this, send this over to the streamer thing, the streamer avatars, and potentially also like adding some customization options for that, so you guys can make your own particular ones that are like different bone colors, maybe slightly different aura like highlights to it. Like, I'm really looking forward to making this for y'all. But that is something they will do another day. So thank you so much for all of you who have joined me today. I am streaming Game Dev tomorrow from 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you join me for that. And then we'll be playing some Pacific Drive on Tuesday and Friday as well. So, without further ado, thank you and have a wonderful day. Take care.